It has been called Bush League, Bug League, and simply plainly just not good. The Jamaican Premier League has been labelled under a variety of insults or strong opinions over a couple of years, or probably since existence somewhat. And if you have listened keenly to those that are major fans of the European football or even schoolboy football, they would tell you, say, hey, the league simply is not ready. You say, not really surprised when I heard the amount of vitriol that was coming from supporters of the Reggae Boyz when two of the players of the upcoming World Cup qualifying squad were leaked by Mo Pleasant yesterday, where it included Shaquan Davis and Devontae Campbell. You know, so a lot of fans are already up in arms, are getting them pitchforks and fire ready to create a mob. And basically some all saying all together that they are tearing up their virtual ticket and would simply not come to the stadium because it seems it's going to be a team of JPL players. The people are upset, and I'm going to say you're going to get more upset right now because after a recent interview by Coach Halgrimson was done on the Sports Explosion and Hits 92 FM, where he actually outlined the upcoming squad list that has not been announced officially at this time of recording is going to include 6. Yes, people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What a surprise!
Jamaican Premier League players in the team is a big deal for the league, for those players, as well as those angry fans. I'm here, of course, to sing the praises of the league and basically tell you guys, you know, keep the pitchforks down, is not that bad. Purpose I even created this YouTube channel was basically to highlight to you that this league, while nowhere close to being the greatest of all time, of course, and of course I can even acknowledge that it has a lot of work to do, especially in infrastructure, there is absolutely talent here. There are some very good unearthed gems that can significantly prove of some use to the Jamaica national team. We've seen the whole introduction of Kaim Dixon already. Yes, it didn't exactly turn the world on fire in those few minutes against the United States, but you see the potential there. When you see he play in the Jamaican Premier League playoffs, you can see the potential there. So there's no question that if you can find a Kaim Dixon, surely you can find at least 5 others. The coach himself has confirmed that Shaquan Davis is in the squad. He's been a very good keeper this season and even showed in the JPL finals that he has a knack at pull off blinding good saves. The coach also admitted when Shaquan Davis was part of the National League squad, he has a good radar on his feet and does well with his long range passes from the back. So, you know, clearly there's some talent there. So the other big news, of course, is that Devontae Campbell was confirmed by the coach that he's in the team. Officially, the dynamic winger is a part of it. And again, if you watch him play, just take off your hatred goggles off and just watch him in a vacuum and look at the skill set he presents, Devontae Campbell surely have a higher ceiling that is what the JPL will provide. So I actually don't think it was that surprising that he's in the squad. Now, you look on the other one he mentioned, Richard King. Richard King is also a very good up-and-coming defender, and he also did very well this season, and I again don't have a problem with him being in the squad. Now, the fourth player, of course, is most likely Kaim Dixon, as I spoke about, so I won't touch on him there, but the other 2 is going to be a mystery. The coach in his interview did cite that the recent friendlies in Trinidad with the All-Star JPL players is what ultimately helped pick the last 2. And from that, we can try to think of probably who's included. Possibly by the time this video comes out, the full squad will be out, because he did mention we will see at the end of today. But, you know, I'll let me give a slight indication, you know, based on the lineups for those 2 matches. So in March 1st, for the first game against Trinidad, he made a starting lineup that saw Kemar Foster Waterhouse, Sue McCullough of Mo Pleasant, Thomas, Justin Dunn, Stephen Young, Fabian Reed, Jamon Shepard, Joshua Anglin, Garth Stewart, and Alex Marshall, along with Kaim Dixon. So that was the first lineup where they won 1-0, of course, by a Kaim Dixon goal. In the second game, of course, he tried to give Buddy a chance, so the squad switched up again. Shaquan Davis started that one with Joel Cunningham in that centre-back spot. Emilio Rousseau was on the full-back positions. King, Ming, Fletcher, Guthrie, Anglin again, Jason Wright up top, and again Alex Marshall. So, you know, if you're trying to get a good idea of who possibly can be in this squad from those two lineups, the two things that will stick out to you is that Alex Marshall and Joshua Anglin both started those two matches. So you won't necessarily say that they are showing for it, but I have heard the coach go on record to say he was very impressed with Joshua Anglin, and that's despite Anglin playing in a very poor Harborview team this season. Anglin himself clocked 1,628 minutes this year under 19 matches and scored 5 goals. The central midfielder is also known as a very good hard tackler, and his record of 7 yellow cards this season will back that up. So, position of need for the team where we are obviously lack good central midfielders, maybe Anglin gets his chance here. The other name, of course, Alex Marshall, and trust me, if you see Alex Marshall play in person, you would not question his abilities. He's definitely a very good, a creative attacker, and definitely a player, despite still being near his mid-20s now, have a high ceiling. But the other two players who I feel can be a wild card for these last two spots is Kemar Foster, who along with Shaquan Davis was one of the best keepers this season, bar none, in the JPL. And of course, the one with the longest odds of happening is Parker Block's Fabian Reed. All teams, all countries, all squads can do good with a good natural goal scorer in a team, and that's what Fabian Reed is. Any ball that's in the 6-yard box or 18-yard box, he's a good chance of finishing him off. He has over 80 goals in his JPL career, and it won't be the first time we see a top JPL marksman and come out and score for Jamaica in a crucial World Cup qualifiers. But again, we will know by the squad announcement later today. But I was shocked if the final 2 players weren't out of those 4.
Just stopping the video here to say the official squad is now out, and the final 2 JPL players are Alex Marshall and surprisingly young Adrian Reed Jr. Anyway, back to the video.
Regardless of who it is, I'm proud to say that the coach has chosen 6 players from the JPL. It justifies the competitive level of the league and show that while the league is not where it needs to be, it's definitely improving. It also, and this is where I think is crucial, it gives all aspiring Jamaican youth footballers that are on the island that there is a clear pathway that you can get into the national team. Yes, you can do your best to get into your schoolboy football team or into academy preferably, but if you're on the schoolboy football in Money Cup or the Costa Cup, do your best there. From there, you get known and find yourself into a Premier League team or at least tier 2. And from there, if you're dominating, you might find yourself end up on the national team. And from there, the sky is the limit. Because once you get into your national colours, all the world's eyes will be on you. And you could be the next player standing with a Chelsea jersey on, smiling for the cameras. So I think that's what the biggest takeaway should come from this. Is a massive opportunity for these 6 players, of course, to stake a claim amongst the national team for Copan going forward. And I must say to you angry fans out there, listen, I know this video or my channel or anything will convince you that the JPL is a must watch. I'm not here to say you must watch the JPL, but I'm just simply saying to you, put down the anger, put down the pitchfork, because regardless where any of these players come from, once they wear the green, black and gold, they deserve our support. So that's all I'm saying. Come this Thursday, June 6th at 6:30 at the National Stadium, let's watch cheer on the Jamaican national team, even with the 6 JPL players included, with our full passion support. And hopefully one day the JPL will reach a high enough standard for you that you will peek in and at least see what other potential diamonds in the rough are playing in the league. But anyway, that's all I got here at JPL Fan. If you like the video or not, it's okay, but please like, subscribe and share if you do, and keep it locked right here for all things on the Jamaican Premier League and a little on the Reggae Boyz as we make our way through the off-season, through the Copa America, through the World Cup qualifiers, and on to the start of next season. Anyway, guys, once more, thanks you for watching. Big up again, YouTube.